What's going on YouTube? This is Dre the Plug coming at you live with some more technical heat. And in this video specifically, I'm going to go over another interview. This person actually went to a HBCU just like your boy. He went to A&T and he majored in computer science. And on top of that, he said that he has his own software business. He goes by Brandon Long. Let's get into the video. Let's get into some of this technical heat.
Hey everyone, my name is Brandon Long. I am a software engineer. I will be joining a startup company next week called didnt. I am also the owner of a software consulting company called Long Software. I'm a recent grad from North Carolina A&T State University and originally from Stone Mountain, Georgia.
All right, Brandon Long, so why did you specifically choose this field, computer science, out of all the other majors, all the other tech fields that's out there in the industry these days?
So, it kind of goes back to when I was in high school. I actually aspired to be an architect up into my senior year of high school. And it wasn't until then that I realized that architecture is so heavily impacted by software. And so once I realized that, I started thinking about making that my industry of choice. And that's when I really realized how heavily impacting software is on all industries. And, everyone said, if you're good at math, you'll be great at computer science. And I was pretty good at math. And so that kind of just put the two together. And next thing I know, I went to the North Carolina A&T State University studying computer science. And, it's been history ever since then.
Okay, so what do you feel is the biggest benefit when it comes down to taking the route of being a computer science major? Out of everything you've done from school, all the way to being in the industry, even to actually working on a project that you do on your own involving like your software company?
Personally, for me, the biggest benefit is being able to have such a huge impact on so many people. When you think about software, you write it once and it can be downloaded or utilized on so many different people's hardware or their devices or anything you think of. And so that level of impact, I don't really find that anywhere else. And so I think that's probably the biggest benefit from computer science.
Okay, so what's something that you did not expect jumping into being a computer science major?
I don't think I ever realized from the beginning how much I was going to enjoy this field. I knew it would be cool. I didn't think it would become, both my job and my hobby. Nowadays, even in my free time, I'm still writing code just because it's so enjoyable. You can even say it's a bit addictive in some senses. It's hard to pull away sometimes. So I don't think that attraction was, how high it was so easily noticeable from the beginning. But it's there. And ever since, like I said, in college and going full time, it's really exponentially grown on me.
All right, so you mentioned that you had your own software company. So what drew you into that side? So what made you want to take on the route of, coming out of school, I want to immediately just start working on my own software company?
Yeah, man. So all throughout while I was in school, I was trying to find different ways to utilize software and make some money, whether it was being as a TA or, working on websites for research labs. And my senior year, someone reached out to me, they referred to me and said that I could build a mobile app. I'd never done one before, but, I decided to work with them and they worked with me. And that was my first, really spark of joy in that freelance work. And since then, it's just continued to grow. Even more recently this year, with COVID, the amount of people who have reached out to me has been amazing. And so that is what, made me decide to take that next step and actually form the LLC. Before this year, it was just, hey, I'm Brandon and I can do websites. But now I have Long Software. And if you need a website or a mobile app, you can check me out and, we'll start the consultation from there. So it all started with that one person, that first real client job. And from there, it just grew. And I've loved it ever since.
Okay, so what separates you from your competitors? You say you have a software company. Software is booming right now. And what really differentiates you from what you have going on versus your competitors? What will really give you the leg up to tell somebody you should come to my company and actually get your software, get your app created from me?
Yeah, no, that's a really great question, man. And, there's a couple of things that I definitely want to put on the table to help give more context to Long Software. Not only do I come to the table with lots of experience, but beyond that, I started this business in addition to just having to work, but to also to build an ecosystem of recent grads or current, students who are really trying to expand their experience in development. And so what I've done with this business is created that environment. And so now I subcontract out a lot of work to students and recent grads while also teaching them how to use technologies that I use from my previous projects. And so now it becomes this whole ecosystem of folks learning while also making money, while also meeting the needs of people who need software. And beyond that, I like to also let my business do a lot of speaking for itself. And so when you consider all of the contracts that I've written this year, each and every one of them came from some sort of referral. And so referrals have been the only way that I've been able to grow this business. I haven't done a single ad, a single Instagram post aside from, just showing me working on projects. And you'll even notice, like, if you look up our handle, there's nothing there. And I think that really goes to show a lot about the business, that, the fact that word of mouth has grown and expanded this much, like being able to write over 20 to 30 contracts in 1 year without any marketing as a side hustle, I think that speaks to volumes of how strong our business is and how, beneficial we can be to a, small mom and pop shop or even a small business who's been around for a while. So that's probably one of the biggest things. Aside from that, I always stress this to clients, and again, the referrals can speak to this. Our client and our customers are always our number one goal. If I've got to stay up to 2 in the morning to get a code and get a release out, or to fix a bug or anything, help the customer get through their situation, I'll do that, because that's more important to me than anything. And I think that is something that not all businesses prioritize. A lot of them prioritize money over everything. That's not always the case, and that's not the case with Long Software. So I think that gives us a leg up in this industry, and I'm always open to new projects.
Okay, Brandon, so with your software company, do you have any form of ways of giving back to the community with having a whole software company?
Yeah, so in addition to running Long Software, I also do volunteer teaching for high school students through a program called TEALS, TEALS. This is my second year doing it, and I currently am an online remote teacher with a school called Randolph Henry High School. Through that program, we teach students from 9th to 12th grade the core fundamentals of programming. And right now we're using a drag and drop language called Snap. And then from there, we take it to Python and later Java.
This is Brandon Long's actual software website.
So on our website, what you'll see is all of our active and live clientele. We have several different websites and a current one application in the app stores. Besides what you see here, we'll also have 3 more applications that are launching between now and March. We don't discriminate industries at all, and as you'll see here, we have applications in the food industry, in the small business or shopping industry or retail industry, personal training, fitness industry. We're all over the place. And so if you have a business or you have a project in mind, feel free to come to the site, hit the contact link, or hit the Let's Talk button, and feel free to schedule a free consultation. We'll talk to you about your big idea.
Okay, Brandon, so how can these people contact you if they want to make an app today, they want to actually get one started? How can these guys basically go about actually setting up a meeting?
Yeah, so to schedule a consultation with us, just head over to longsoftware.io and fill out the survey there, and you'll answer a few questions about what you're looking to build, be it a website or a mobile app, maybe a timeline if you have one, and any underlying details that will help us get an idea of what you're trying to do. Otherwise, you can always shoot us an email at projects@longsoftware.io, or you can check me out personally on Instagram at BrandonLLong_.
Okay, so if a viewer did not take anything else from this interview, what's one thing that you'll want them to know? Maybe somebody back at school or anybody who's trying to get into tech, what's something that you will let them know, or what's some good advice that you could give to them?
Yeah, for sure. So one thing I like to always share with folks, especially when it comes to the tech world and the tech community, is that, a lot of us or a lot of people think that to be in tech, you have to be a coder or a software engineer. Well, I want to make sure that myth is busted very well in this call or in this video. If you are passionate about anything, whether it's marketing or if it's communications or PR or business management, all of the above, there's still something or a role for you in tech at some company. Every company, may use software as maybe the core of their business or to run their business, but they still need other folks to help actually power that business and to take it to the next level. And that's where anyone who does not code can still fit in. So I highly encourage individuals who feel like they don't have that opportunity in tech to, look around for different opportunities that fit what they're passionate about. Don't feel like you have to learn how to code, because it's not for everyone. Although we would love to have everyone know how to code, it's not for everyone. And so definitely consider the other opportunities that exist in companies that are in the tech industry.
And that concludes this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. It really do help my channel when it comes down to the YouTube algorithm. If you guys have any questions regarding anything, just hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on the gram at DreThePlug123. And then also go check out my other YouTube channel. This is actually my second channel. My first one was called Andre ClassicCuts. I basically go in and give tutorials about all types of different haircuts. I actually show people how to do different type of things with the clippers that has never been done, and I pretty much go into detail as to why certain things happen. So definitely go check out that channel. Besides that, be on the lookout for my next content that's dropping. Be on the lookout for it, because it's coming real soon. And I'm out.